Because I'm absolutely crap at live sales pitches, I've had to do a pre-record, all right? So here goes. Are you looking for top quality tea and coffee? Well, look no further than the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. Owned by a fellow West Ham fan, David. Whether you're after a loose leaf tea with health benefits, tea bags, my personal favourite is Pluckley tea, or a wide selection of coffee beans or grounds, they've got you covered. As a bonus, use a discount code Claret15 at checkout and get 15% off your order. Quality brews at a great price. What more could you ask for? That wasn't too bad, was it? Right, on with the show. The Daily Ramble podcast. Hello everyone, welcome to Claret and Booze. My name's Nick. This is a daily ramble, an evening ramble, one of the few that we've had over this international break, because we've had an international break as well. We did record the Booze cast on Saturday and it was released on Sunday after I sat there editing it for 8 hours. Honestly, I ballsed it all up. It should have only took 4 hours, but I knackered it. So I had to do it twice, 2 attempts. So if you ain't watched it, please go and watch it. It took me ages and it's a fun show. It's good. It's good. Myself, John, Sam, Louis, Jay, all having a laugh in the studio. It was good doing it in person as well. Much better, I think it was. So give that a watch for us. That would be good. Yeah, there's not really been too much to talk about over the international break. You've got the same rumour mill crap. Players linked away, Kudus, Alvarez. There's talk of, youth players. We know Potts is doing well. We're linked to other players as well. I just can't be arsed with it. It's just stories for stories' sake. So we've kept it sparse on purpose. We don't do videos for nothing. We never have done. We've got the Spurs game coming up, however, so football is fast approaching. So I'm going to be reviewing that. And I'm going to be in Spain, in Benidorm, when the game's being played. Myself and John are going to be out in Benidorm because our good mate Mark, his other half, Carly, it's her 40th. We're out there for a 5-day piss up, I think. So yeah, we'll be in a boozer somewhere in Benidorm watching the Spurs game. So I'm looking forward to that. I will give you a review on my phone. All right, that should be interesting. So I will do that. But moving on to that game. No, before we do, there is something very important. It's a call to action to everyone at the end of this show. So please stick around. It ain't going to be a long video. Stick around to the end. There's something that should be close to all of our hearts that I want to bring to your attention and get you on board with. All right? Very important. Really important. Right. Okay. Spurs. We're going up against Spurs. Now, we spoke on the Boozecast about, we ran a few polls on our on the terraces and we asked people 2 questions. The first one was, how do you rate out of 10 our squad in terms of quality and depth? Most people came back with a 7 or an 8, something around that mark. And then we said, so far this season, thus far, how do you rate our performance when you gauge how good our squad is? People were coming back with 3s and 4s, which is quite low. But we have been poor. We've been poor. There's no getting away from it. I don't know whether I would have been that low, but that's how people are generally feeling at the moment. And who am I to have a go? And whatever way you look at it, there is a serious disparity between the squad quality and the way that we're performing at the moment. That's on Lopetegui. It is. We know. Give him time. Trust the process. I'm not going to go through all that. You're not going to get too much more time if through the next 6 games we lose a load and we're hovering down the bottom. Those people that are sort of churning out those lines are not going to be saying that at that point. We got a win. We've got a very good win against Ipswich. He needs to build on it. He needs to prove that it wasn't just Ipswich having an off day, as many have said. We all saw the gaps. I'm hoping that Lopetegui has been watching YouTube, because every YouTube channel has covered the massive weakness that we've got in our team over on our left-hand side. Is it our left-hand side? Yeah, no, it is. It's our left. No, it's the other side's left-hand side. Well, whatever. Wan-Bissaka gets dragged in. He gets dragged inside by the fullback. We press high, and it's our right-hand side. Sorry, he gets dragged inside by someone. It happens every game. We got exposed by Villa. We didn't get exposed by Ipswich. It's happening every time. So I'm hoping that he's been watching YouTube, particularly this channel, because I covered this last week in a far better technical way than that, because I'm really technical. Do you know what I mean? I've got me badge. Yeah, so I hope that we haven't got any blatant weaknesses, because you look, Spurs will probably expose it. We can't have them with their pace running at us. So I am confident. I think that we could beat them. I'm about 10%, 15% that we could win. I'm going to predict a win, because I'm all about small odds, So I'm going to predict the win. I think the win is going to be based on him picking the right team. I am going to hope and pray that he finally puts out the best team. We know that Antonio can't play. We know he can't play when he comes back from international duty. He's crap for ages. So there's no way that Antonio is an option. Fulkrug isn't an option. For me, Ings isn't an option. I know Sam and loads of other people want to play him as a focal point up front. No, let's get Jimmy on the left. Let's put Bowen on the right, or keep him on the right. Let's put Kudus in that false nine. He's the most dynamic forward player that we've got. He's crying out to be played central. He's got his goal now. He's going to be raring to go. Behind him, I'd play Soler in the 10. I'd play Paqueta in the 8. I'd play Alvarez in the 6. Then I would play our normal back four of Emerson, Wan-Bissaka, the dynamic defensive duo of Kilman and Todibo with Areola in goal. That is our best available 11. And that on paper is every bit as good as whatever Spurs put out on the pitch. I know there might be a bit of a disparity in coaches. There certainly is in style of play. But you go to Spurs and you be scared and you give them the ball, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Don't do that. Let's give them something to think about. They're not going to be able to bomb on. If you've got Jimmy, Bowen and Kudus up front, they're not going to be able to overload us. They're not going to be able to. And even if they do, fine. Hoof, long, 3 players running at 2. Goal, bang, goal, whatever. Whatever we've got to do to get the win. But I don't think that we're going to be able to shit our way through this game or the games that follow. We've got 6 tough games coming up. This is the first. This is sink or swim time for Lopetegui. It is. We're on 8 fixtures at the moment. If we get to 14 fixtures and we're only on something like 9 points or 10 points, people ain't going to be trusting the process at that point. Even the ones that are churning that line out, they're really not going to be. They're going to start worrying because as you start approaching Christmas, the table matters. You're approaching half a season then and you ain't even, on parity with points per game. That's a worry. So really tough run of games. We've got Spurs. We've got Man U. We've got Everton. We've got Nottingham Forest away. We've got Arsenal. We've got Newcastle. Tough games. Really tough. Even Nottingham Forest away is tough. He's got to find a new gear and quickly. He has. It's as simple as that. And I hope he does. I hope he does. I hope he proves us all wrong and we can just go on, enjoy the run up to Christmas and, the tail end. But if he don't, it's going to be miserable. He's got great players at his disposal. Just put them out there on the pitch. Please put them out there on the pitch and we will win. I'm backing the fact that he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it and I think we're going to do him 2-0. I'm going to give you a really happy, pissed review from Benidorm. Everyone's going to be happy. All right? Let me know in the comments what you think the score's going to be and how you think that we should line up. Right, okay. Moving on to a very, very important topic now. This isn't a political show. It never is going to be. I don't care if you're left, right, centre, whatever. This is completely separate. It's independent of that. I think most people will agree, whatever your political leaning, that what the current government are planning to do in axing the winter fuel payment for pensioners is nothing short of abhorrent. All right? So if you go to ageuk.org.uk, I'm going to put the link in the description as well. There is a petition out there to basically make your feelings known about this and you can get involved. You basically click on the link, it will take you to this page, go down to sign a petition, and once you've done that, as you can see, a lot of people have jumped on board already. 557,000 people have jumped on board. Spread this far and wide. Get it to as many people as you can. Let's get this in the millions because it really, really does. It needs to, this isn't about blame. This isn't about trying to score points or anything like that. This is about heating homes of old people that could quite possibly die this winter. And it's going to be a cold one. It's going to be a cold one. So we need to get this overturned. This stupid fucking horrible idea that they've got. It's got to be overturned because there's going to be people that fall in the cracks anyway because I think the threshold's around about 11,500. If you're 11,500 and you get pension credits, then you're entitled to get this benefit. But what about the people that are just over? That's not a lot of money, is it? If you're on 12 grand, if you've got 12 grand, you're not entitled to it. So it's just disgusting when you consider the amount of money that's being pissed away elsewhere. It's actually making me rage. So please get involved. Sign that petition because this one does mean something. It does mean something. This isn't Lopetegui, all right? This is helping out people that really, really need it. People that have earned that money, worked their entire lives. They've earned this bit of help. So please get involved. Check the link in the description. Click on it, sign it up, and then don't forget, share it. There's also a link to write to your local MP. I don't know how that works, but you can go one step further if you want, and you can do that as well. It kind of steers you through it. But look, that is it from me anyway. I'm going to let you go, all right? Speak to you all soon. Release the sausages. Come on, you irons.